This is Smithy.tv.
Two, one. For those of you that are just plugging in, this is Kenny Robinson with Breaking Down the News. For those of you that are watching us on the live stream feed, you heard things you weren't supposed to. Please don't repeat anything. And for those of you that are wondering what was said during the live stream that you missed, well, next week, no, not next week, but the following week, you'll tune in for 1 o'clock, Smitty TV, for Breaking Down News with Kenny Robinson. This week, my guest is an old dear friend of mine that we never actually do get to see each other.
No, we have to see each other more. It's way too much fun.
This is like a hotel room for us.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to have an hour together,
Yeah.
you know? So, Katie Davis, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you not familiar with Kate Davis, I call her Katie because I'm old. But Kate
allowed.
Davis performs her stand-up comedy all the way around the world. Classically trained actress.
Yes, I did.
And then this past Saturday, got to do some acting on a TV show called
Rogue.
Rogue.
Season 3.
I spent my entire life trying to be a rogue.
I know you did.
Anyway, and sometimes, though, you find out that the people that you love were really nothing more than rogues.
True.
And,
It's true.
Earlier, we were talking about Katie, who's opened up for Bill Clinton and also Barbara Walters, and how the former president has a way less way of being restrictive towards him than say Barbara Walters.
Yes, it's
And
true.
So, but you said she's earned the right at that age
To
be
do
cranky.
anything she wants, absolutely. When I'm 80, if I want to be cranky, I'm going to be
So
cranky.
you didn't feel like that was a hero that?
No, I just felt like she was Babs.
Okay. Because I have to ask that question because, well, you know, nobody has fallen, well, I can't say nobody has fallen greater than Cosby.
Absolutely.
Because, well, like, nobody has. I mean, O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
Like, Cosby isn't charged, you know, has never been charged or believed to be a murderer.
No.
So he's no Beretta.
No.
You know? So, I mean, there has been worse. He's no Roman, well, if he was Roman Polanski, people would call him a genius and wait for his next film regardless.
Yeah.
And he's not Woody Allen, or they wouldn't be concerned about it.
Yeah.
And he's, let's see who else is left. There's,
Oh my God! Well, Miles Davis was apparently not very nice to his ladies, nor was Jimi Hendrix, nor like you can go on and on.
Jackson Brown.
Like when do you separate the artist from the human being? And I think with Bill Cosby, he just held everyone to such a high moral standard because he was so distorted, right? And it's always those people. It's always those people who are
That's why my heroes have warts and always seen them. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like for me, like Pryor.
Yes.
And like, you know, Pryor shot up his new wife's car. And you went, he did what? You
Yeah.
know, and he's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, and Richard Pryor has a history of domestic violence. So it wasn't like, what? Richard hit a wife? So I'm like, well, never mind, hit a wife. He tried to, he shot
her,
car.
yeah.
He didn't kill her. But
He
was
tried.
Or he might have been trying not to kill her by shooting the car.
Oh
you
my
know?
God,
Or
yeah.
like when
James
Waylon-
Brown.
When Waylon Jennings got busted for cocaine and he wrote that song, Arrested Me for Something That Was Gone. Long gone. So it was like he does drugs. So I mean, my heroes have always been flawed.
I just thought there's no way that many women are vindictive. Like maybe you have one crazy person who's trying to sink you, but women, look, when we say someone has drugged and raped us, probably someone
Somebody
has
has
drugged
drugged
and raped us.
And of course, the question goes: why would Cosby have to rape anybody, drug
Absolutely.
anybody? He's Bill Cosby.
He's like the most beloved human, or he was.
I think Bill just doesn't like a woman to move much. Maybe he really likes that starfish kind of.
It's
woman.
all about power. It's all about the power.
And what's more power than somebody that's a zombie state?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't move. But another. Oh, actually, you got paid money to go see Cosby last time.
Oh
he
my
was up
God!
there.
They sent me to
Who is
report on it. Global TV, Global News report sent me to go be there before the show, and it was so cold that day.
Yes.
And I had to be out with my little roving reporter hat.
Oh, you had one of those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I had to go in and watch the show, and I was waiting for all the heckles. I was
there much?
waiting, nothing. And it was so creepy in the auditorium because before the show, they kept saying announcements as due to circumstances, if people start heckling, please stay calm, stay in your seats. So he had and then all around the parameter of the auditorium were cops, like everywhere. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he just came on and he didn't say he was just fucking smug. And I was so uncomfortable with I just couldn't even laugh at anything.
Like smug,
Like he just nothing's going on. Thanks for coming. I'm like, really? You're not gonna, he didn't,
no, his attorneys told him not to address it.
Absolutely.
Right,
And I was just, God, I was just so uncomfortable the entire time.
Well, you know what he did do at a private gig in Barbados or Bermuda, I believe, when this shit first hit the fan. He came on stage and he mimicked the people that were going to boycott him.
Oh,
he goes, "That bad man, I'm never buying Jello pops again."
Oh shit!
And then people applauded, and then everybody was outraged. Why? How could he make jokes about raping? He's even worse than we thought. So it's almost like a response to it. Or there was a heckler, I think, in Hamilton, and somebody said, "Can I get you a drink?" And his line was, "Apparently, I'm not the. Haven't you read? I'm not the person to drink around."
Oh right.
And then he made another joke about it. So he can't really address it. If he addresses it, he angers everybody.
Yeah, I found the majority of the audience were older people, like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, who had all his albums, who are in love with Cosby. You know,
paid the money and they weren't not gonna go see him.
Absolutely. And I was talking to two old ladies, and they were old, like gray hair ladies in the bathroom. And I'm like, how do you feel about this? And they're like, well, he hasn't been charged.
Exactly.
And exactly.
So he may get away with it by statutes of limitation.
It's just crazy. It's crazy that he thought he could get away with it, and no, he just you're that narcissistic.
But for so long,
that
he has.
Absolutely.
And if there is no punishment other than an early forced retirement,
yeah.
I mean, I just read this week Temple University now is like they're taking away his doctorate.
Right. He gives a shit.
Well, return the artwork he gave you and return the $3 million he's donated.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be all righteous, then return the gifts.
Just
and
such
stuff.
a shame.
The bribes.
And of course, it was a comic who started it all, right?
Well, actually, another funny thing about that, D.L. Hewley, he went after Cosby for this before.
Oh, really?
Because he didn't like Cosby because Cosby was trying to get Def Jam taken off.
Right.
And he had a thing where he was. It's on Facebook this week. I got it printed. There was a phone conversation with phoning because Cosby was doing a show near where DL was on the radio.
Yeah.
And then so DL stayed off it and let the other two co-hosts interview him.
Yeah.
And then Bill, "Is DL there? I don't you call people niggers, you know." And, and DL said, "Yes, well, you are a rapist. At least when I swear, nobody gets raped."
Yeah.
And then, but they taped it, then they re-edited it to play, and like 20 minutes later, somebody from head office came in, demanded the tape, and said, "None of this will be played, or none of you will ever work again."
Wow.
So now they've aired it because they don't fear him anymore.
No.
You know, but it's interesting how our heroes fall.
Yeah. Well, you know what? None of us are perfect, but yeah.
But maybe drugging somebody really wasn't a crime back in the day.
Back in the 70s.
Well, you know, I mean,
except for the victim.
I did some things in the 70s that maybe I shouldn't have, and now I cringe and I go, I hope they don't, because that was just meant to be a joke back when I did that.
Yeah.
I was 21. I didn't know any better. You got to think that I was just stupid, you know?
Yeah.
So you hope it doesn't come
But he
back.
wasn't 21.
No, he was.
No.
You know, but other things that have happened. Okay, perfect example. Okay, Robert Blake, Beretta, he beat the murder rap.
Yes.
And I'm saying, so he beat the rap, and everybody says, but we know you did it.
Yeah.
And well, you can't blame it on a black jury because it wasn't that.
No.
So how come he's not working again?
Yeah. Well, was he working before that?
Not often. He was hoping maybe the murder beef would be good for his career.
Oh my God.
If he was a rapper, it would have popped him up some.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, will we ever see Mel be great again?
Oh my gosh, with his racist, crazy remarks. You know what?
I don't think racist remarks are good enough to cause somebody's career to end.
Well, Michael Richards. Is that right?
But he wasn't a good stand-up.
No, he was not a good stand-up.
And, but they didn't pull Seinfeld off the air
No.
anymore because of what he said.
No, it's true, but his career's over.
Well, it was over before that, though. He wasn't.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
You know, I wasn't cool when what's the guy that called the basketball players nappy-headed hoes? Imus. Imus. My mother used to love to watch Imus. So when they fired him, I thought that was uncool.
Yeah.
And then they gave him back his show after some boycotts. And then Dean Edwards, great comic.
Yeah.
He was at Just for Laughs, and he came with the line, goes, but you know what? They was some nappy-headed hoes, though. You looked at them, they was nappy-head, you know, so...
Okay, what do you think about, like, the whole Gion thing? You know?
Well, Gion goes back in a whole different category now. But I was running jokes at first or second day because my attitude is if we can joke about Cosby,
we
can
joke about
a hipster.
Yeah.
And the right way, you know, so he had his CBC following that didn't want to hear
Yeah.
about it. They're like, well, no, this is one jealous girlfriend.
Right.
You know, and then
You knew it was all true when he put it all on Facebook. Come on.
Well,
when he did that rebuttal, if he kept quiet, it would have been totally different.
well, he'd done the rebuttal before the charges came out.
Exactly.
So you might be hearing something about me
Another
doing
crazy
this.
narcissist. Nothing will stop me. I will never get caught.
You might hear something, but in the event that you do, you should know that she's crazy.
I just think you have to be, let's put it this way. Be your own heroes.
It's too hard to because you're busy looking at your other heroes to figure out what kind
Like,
of
it's
hero
so
you
funny.
wanna be.
People say, like, who's your favorite comic? Who did you, like, as a woman comic, there weren't a lot of women comics.
Who was yours?
You know what? It was you guys. It was comics I was around who I saw, you know, busting their balls every week, coming up with new jokes. Those were my heroes.
Really?
Look, this was before YouTube. This was before the Comedy Network when I started. You know, like I had seen Steve Martin and maybe a Dana Carvey special on SNL. But there wasn't a, you know,
There were
and
albums.
there were
That's-
albums.
that's what
but
I started
yeah,
with.
exactly. But there weren't, you know, definitely Bill. We always had his albums. We always had Steve Martin's albums and the crazy people in the time. You
There's
know,
Lily Tomlin specials.
I never was really into Lily.
No?
No, because she was more character as
Right,
well
right.
than stand up. Yeah, like I just Roseanne, but I knew her for her show, not really her stand up. But
Okay.
I'd seen her on the Tonight Show.
Right.
Right. I'd seen like Ellen on the Tonight Show, and I just
St. Joan Rivers.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I grew up with Joan. You know what? I just remember her like sort of being around, and then Arsenio came in, and then you never
And then
really.
next thing you know, she's selling jewelry.
And then next thing you know, she's selling jewelry or
To-
doing her fashion crimes.
to old ladies with dementia.
Fuck, she's funny.
In hospital rooms.
Yeah.
That can't go anywhere. And they just order this shit, gifts that nobody wants. That's my mother. Sad but true. So you know the heroes in trouble this week? Hulk Hogan.
I
Because
know.
apparently he said the N-word.
Don't Hulk. What are you doing?
And now
Recently or before?
I think it was apparently before. I think it started off with him being upset by his daughter's choice of who she was having sex with.
Oh shit! She's a night rider.
Is that what they're called?
I think that's what they're called.
Night Riders?
I think so. I could be wrong with the language.
I
Don't-
dated one
quote me.
socialist feminist that told me that my mother and my aunt were blackophiles.
What does that mean?
Meant they like black men.
Yes.
So I said, oh, so you just found a polite way to call my mom and my aunt nigger lovers. Blackophiles? What kind of shit is blackophile when they're politically correct? I said, well, then if they're one, you one too.
That's
'Cause you're in
right.
my bed right now, so...
Exactly.
You know, so now John Moses,
Yes.
he's moved to New York. He had a great line on Facebook. He says, as a father, he thinks you're allowed the use of 5 N-words if your daughter's involved. So, of course, he has his friends in New York that go, that's a good one, John. So I countered that one. I posted, and as a father, if I find out my son is with a redheaded woman, I get 5, my nigga. I get 5 of those to say, so it balances out. It's your daughter, you get 5.
Do you like redheads?
I love it since I was little.
My mom's a redhead.
And your mother, yeah. Well,
My mom's like a redhead.
But you told me all about
Yeah.
your mother's madness.
She's awesome.
Oh, how old is she?
She's 72.
Oh my. She's
I had
still
her
living
on.
with you?
No, not anymore. She moved back to Vancouver.
Okay.
She's just working, but she's on Plenty of Fish everywhere. She goes on so many dates.
Is she catching cats her own age or
Yeah,
younger dudes?
both.
What?
I know, right?
Did she ever bring anybody home while she was living with
Oh,
you?
she tried.
Well, did you tell her no?
No.
Or did your kid sneak the
Or
kid
she
the
just
guy
like
in?
probably.
Pass him off as one
Not
of your kid's
everyone is
friends?
allowed to have more sex in my house than me.
Well, nobody can
All
do that.
of them. Oh my God.
So, but, so getting back to the thing with Hulk now, they take
Yeah.
him out of the WWF Hall of Fame. Is that
I
fair?
don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm mixed about it, Kenny. Really, like, I don't know. Like, we were at a different standard then. Like, a part of me is like, just leave it. No one gives a. Do we care that he's in the Walk of Fame? Yeah, we care that he said that and that he shouldn't say that. But at the same time, he's a wrestler. Like, what standards are you holding him to?
Like I said, Hulk wore yellow shorts and got the nerve to call somebody else that name.
Yeah, like, really? Come on. Were we expecting more from Hulk? I wasn't.
No, well, in fact, I riffed last night that between him and Dog the Bounty Hunter, I've learned to expect all white guys with blonde mullets to use that word. I'm disappointed if they don't. In fact, I'll even try and probe them and prod them into it. Come on, just wait.
Everyone,
just wait.
look, 19 Kids and Counting, that show, like that was on TLC every day. You've heard about that show, right?
Right, and then
And the Duggars, and then one of the 19 kids turns out to be a diddler, diddling all the other fucking kids, right? And then they're pulled off the air.
Now,
like,
should there be a cutoff age for diddlers? Like, okay, because here's something I'm just worried about. Okay, Okay, like if you're 10 years old, 9 years old, right? And like the girl is like, say maybe 6, but you didn't like penetrate anything. You just kind of curious because you're 9 and she's 6. Is that like a crime or is that like kids playing?
I think that's kids playing.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was
No.
in his teens, and he was dealing with babies and toddlers, and yeah, like it's fucked up. And and everyone's like shocked that a family with 19 children
One of
are.
them's gonna have a short clothes.
You're crazy because you have 19 children. Like, yeah. I can't believe they were like that.
Or who was it?
We're all human. We all make mistakes. Some mistakes
What
are
was
just
the actress?
bigger.
She's got a TV show on HBO, and she said that she had done some experimentation with her younger sister or something like that.
Oh, that would be the star of Girls, Lena Dern.
Right, and everybody
Yeah.
started to try to make a
The-
big deal out of that and try to take her down.
Yeah.
So I think there's just too much not aggravation, but too much outrage happening on the internet.
Or just people need to, people were not going to mind their own businesses anymore. I mean, a part of it's good. You know what? You're accountable for what you say and be careful. Like, I'm not posting horrible, hateful. There's a newspaper I get in my neighborhood that's the most racist, hateful.
What is it?
Oh my God, it's this political party, the new constitution and everything in there is like Jew hating, black hating, like horrible, horrible stuff. And it gets mailed to me by Canada Post. So I complain because it's so hateful. I complain to Canada Post.
How can I subscribe?
Oh my God, I will bring you those papers.
I'd like to read it
Oh my
because
God.
I might find humor there.
Wow, like if you like there's ads in there where it's like if you don't have your own Negro, here is one, and it's just like this dull or rape kits are for good Christians, and it's a girl tied up and like being raped basically, or
So is
like
this satire?
oh no, it's not satire. It's some
Is it
really.
Yeah, well, this sounds like satire.
It's not
to me.
The Onion. I
No.
wish it was. Oh my God, it's just horrible. Like it's so hateful, it's weird. And I can't believe it's in my
I
neighborhood.
bet you the companion ads are really interesting.
Oh my God. And then, yeah, it's just
Aryan
crazy.
male seeks Aryan female who's not been a race trader for creation of future Aryan warriors.
Into slavery. Like, yeah, it's crazy. And
I'll enjoy long death marches.
yes.
Over gravel
Oh my
roads.
God.
Oh, it
But back
sounds
to,
nice.
heroes falling and all that. It's, you know what? When we hold, with Cosby and all that, we hold ourselves to such a high standard, and he was such a hero to so many people, both in comedy, morally. The guy had it all.
Yeah.
And that wasn't enough for him, and that's what's fucked up. He still had to drug and rape women. It's like you have everything that every comic wants. You are funny, like, just when he was on Jimmy Kimmel recently,
Yeah.
or like last year. And it's just like, you still got it. You're still going strong, and like all 30 years, you've been like have this such a dark side.
Here's something that's kind of sad. Then we're gonna have to wrap it up because
Yeah.
we're just about out of time, and you've got places to go as well.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a documentary made about black stuntmen.
Yeah.
And until I Spy, anytime like Sidney Poitier or anybody like that, they would have a white guy in blackface as the stuntman.
Wow.
So they went to do that with Cosby, and he no, you get me one like me. So he stood his ground, and he didn't allow the blackface. So then there wouldn't have been any black stuntmen in Hollywood,
Right.
if Cosby hadn't
Hadn't
put
it
his
done.
foot down.
Yeah.
So now they've removed everything that he did for the industry of black stuntmen from this documentary.
Okay, so that's
because
the thing.
he's got so much poo on his hands now.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? You can't rewrite history. But he was
we sure want to.
but
Yeah.
we want to.
Right.
And that's not what a fallen hero is. He did all this. This was all great. Then he did this, and now he is not that.
So maybe 100 years from now, and he did this and he did that, and there was a couple of women that had issues.
I hope not.
You know, but
Just, yeah. I think it's all the denial. Like, instead of saying, yeah, I have a real problem.
well, you can't say that.
I know, but sometimes, you know what? We have a choice in life to fucking man up and own our shit or not.
And we also have
And-
the right to remain silent. Anything you say will and can be used
against you.
in a court of public opinion.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And our public opinion says we're out of time. Katie.
I've enjoyed this so much,
This has
Kenny.
been, if we only had the after cigarette now, you quit
Oh,
smoking.
like 9 years
You
ago.
still smoke cigars though.
Occasionally, like once a year
Okay.
of a stogie. But I will never quit again. If I ever start again, I'll die a
Just
smoker.
smoke until you're.
I'm so glad I
till you
quit.
look
I don't
like
even miss
Willie
it.
Nelson.
You
It just-
quit. You don't smoke.
Yeah, but the other night I was
Cigars.
craving a cigarette.
Yeah, did you have one?
No.
Good.
I
See?
just went to the crack house and bought a little rock and borrowed a pipe, and then it was good. So my lips bled. And
You're
then-
my hero. Don't do that. No.
No, it's all clean living for me now, except for,
You are. You look amazing.
I'm not bad for a man that eats in bed at 2 a.m.
It's all right.
But,
Who doesn't eat in bed? We're not supposed to do that? I didn't know.
No, you're not supposed to eat after 9 o'clock. That's what they tell everybody that's terminally obese. If you have your last meal at 7, you won't. So,
Yeah.
especially at the Nubian show, because I always get like an order of wings to take home. And,
Yeah.
I catch the whatever TV show I missed at 9 o'clock. I catch the one at 1 o'clock, and my cat shares my wings with me.
Aw. Where are you living? Near the kids and stuff?
Oh, I'm not far from.
Oh,
it,
that's
but
good.
I'm on the lake shore in the
Yeah.
trendy end, and I can see the lake from my house. And
That's
sailboats,
awesome.
And I don't even bother to walk to the lake
See?
because
Why? You
I
can
hate
see it
human
from there.
contact. So
Stop
anyway,
it.
But I love the contact you folks make every week when you check us out here on Breaking Down the News here on Smitty TV. Thanks for tuning in and logging on. This is Kate. I know that's just terrible. I just typed because I couldn't remember.
But so ding.
Is that right in your ears? Did I just deafen you? It's you'll never hear another request from your children. You'll never hear another nag from your wife. I have multi-purposes here. I saved you. Katie Davis. And I'm sorry, Ryan. And there's no workman's comp for you. Too
Ryan
bad.
Ren and Sound.
Well, anyway, folks. Now that I've maimed my producer here, we better get out of here, folks. This is Breaking Down the News. Thanks for checking us out. See you again.